But if he was in a sanctioned race, you can't be fucking taking drugs.
100%. Elite ultra runner Sage Canaday called out Hanes on Instagram, prompting Hanes to openly admit to using 7, which is a banned peptide.
If this shit might work and save me from surgery, I'm going to try it. Why wouldn't I? What the fuck? I don't have USA on my jersey.
Do we think that Sage is a snitch or a hero in this scenario?
What are we talking about with this WADA testing and all this shit?
Is there more influencers in the track and field world now than there is professional runners, if you look at social media?
I'm personally competing this upcoming weekend, Saturday, LA Trackfest, which I'm very excited for. Probably like in some of the best shape of my life. So
you haven't run a 5K time trial since the last time you were at UCLA, right?
Know, at the end of the day, like I've outwardly said like I want to go break 13 out there, but honestly, like that's just a no. I mean, I really like my goals are actually
Coffee club, grind your beans and grab your favorite mug. It's Ollie, Morgan, George, and Gus. It's them boys from Coffee Club. Boys from Coffee Club.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Coffee Club podcast for episode 230. Today we have lots of fun stuff to talk about. We're going to go a little bit outside our usual route, and we're going to talk about some influencer stuff, or some stuff that's kind of been big on social media recently, give our takes on it. Talking about the recent Satisfy collab commercial that they filmed, and then also Cam Hanes taking some, what are they called? Drugs? Illegal drugs, and still technically competing.
Some PIDs?
It's a big gray, well, it's not a gray area that they're drugs, but we'll get into it later.
It's not a gray area that he's taking narcotics. Yeah, okay.
But nonetheless, there is also a lot of running stuff to talk about. I'm personally competing this upcoming weekend, Saturday, LA Trackfest, which I'm very excited for. And this past weekend, we had the first Diamond League meeting in China, which I thought was in Shanghai, because I just said Shanghai, but maybe it's not.
It says Shanghai, it's not in Shanghai.
Okay.
From what I know.
And the next one is
Xiamen. But I'm pretty sure it's in Xiamen.
Yeah. That one has been consistent on the calendar.
That one. The Shanghai one, I think, has been moving around depending on stadiums. I think, didn't you go to the one that was supposed to be Shanghai, but it wasn't Shanghai?
So yeah, when I raced it 2 years ago, it was in a city. I almost said town, but it's like 10 million people.
I think that classifies as a town in China.
Yeah, that's probably a small town in China.
C-tier China.
Village.
I think it was called Shenzhen, and it was right next to Shanghai. And so for some reason, for the Diamond League, they said it was in Shanghai/Shenzhen, which I think at that point, the Shanghai is that's like branding. That's just
branding, yeah.
Putting out something that people can recognize and say.
Yeah.
But it wasn't actually there. It was in a city that is essentially connected to Shanghai, but right next to it. So yeah, I don't know if that's what happened here, but I guess let's just get into the Diamond League straight away. I mean, I opened up my phone on a Saturday morning, I think it was, and went to the 3K, as I do. You know, distance guy, go to the 3K, and I was like, "What the fuck happened in Shanghai?"
What did happen? What did happen? Fast times. I see.
It was.
That's all I saw.
The deepest 3K of all time by a very long margin. I believe 14 people broke 7:30, and I think the record previously was 7 people. Which 7 people breaking 7:30 in a race sounds
insane.
crazy.
Yeah.
14 people, and it's crazy because it was 1 in 7:25 by our good friend Muhammad Abdullahi. Is that what he goes by?
I believe so. That sounds right. Of Germany. He's been obviously crushing it recently. He was 7:25, and then Andreas was back at third or second. Sorry, I'm getting this mixed up. 7:27. So that means
was second.
That means that 11 people were between like 7:27 and 7:29.99 or whatever.
Yeah.
So
crazy shit.
Great day to go run under 7:30.
Yeah. Fast day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, it was like just evenly paced. And normally these China races are a bit hit and miss for the distance because, you know, it's very hot and humid. 3K, I guess, is maybe short enough. Oh, I don't actually know. The conditions seem pretty good, honestly. But yeah, good pacing, really nicely strung out race, which you know, you don't always get. Sometimes it's like bunched up, or sometimes there's leaders that are really far ahead. I mean, even just fitting like there's about 20 people in the field on a track for a 3K that's
Kinda
a lot of
crazy.
people.
Yeah.
Which is what all the Chinese meet. They did that for like every event because if the women's 1500 was the same, it was all the same in that regard. But just so impressive. It was like a nice line. I don't know if you guys caught it. FlowTrack just put out the full meet video yesterday. Unfortunately, a lot of the 3K you don't get to watch because Mondo is attempting the world record at the same time.
Yeah. So that cut out most of the race.
Unfortunately. But when they
as long as you get Mondo's run up in, we're good.
Yeah. When they do go back to it, Muhammad has just dropped he gapped the field by 10, 15 meters.
Yeah. Apparently just took off with a K to go.
It was amazing.
They went through 2K in 5 minutes.
5 flat. Very smart.
Which is I think I remember George mentioning at practice, like probably the best way to run the 3K, not to like go out too hard.
Best way for a lot of people to run really fast.
Yeah.
Like I remember going back to that like Monaco one that Tanner paced like 4:53 or 4 or something.
So
It's
ridiculous.
just killing people.
And like Stewie and Grant, those guys ended up running like 7:40 because like half the field blew up because they tried to run. Maybe they're trying to run the world record. So
I think they might have been trying to get as close as they could.
When you're not trying to run the world record and you just stick a bunch of guys in kind of fast, and mate Lalo 7:27.
That was amazing.
Amazing run.
Mexican national record number. I don't even know. I assume he has like every record from 1500 up these days. But that's huge. Andreas, consistent as ever.
Big shout out to our good personal friend of the podcast. I think we can call him now. Seth O'Donnell. 7:29. That was an awesome
0% incline.
Such good timing after last week.
Yeah. Great run for him. I believe that's
I saw something the second or third Australian ever under 7:30.
Because you got Mottram, Kai, and then Seth.
No, Stewie, bro.
Oh, Stewie as well. So
and also
Stewie's
Cam
national.
Myers. I don't know did Craig actually break 7:30?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
He didn't?
I don't know if he did.
I think it's Stewie's. Well, I think.
And did Kai break 7:30?
Yeah.
7:30 flat.
Oh, he was 7:30 flat.
I think it depends if you count indoors and outdoors. I think it's probably the second fastest outdoors.
But third fastest ever.
Combined.
Cam's on 27.
27 earlier this year.
Indoors.
Stewie still has the outdoor record.
28.
Now Seth.
Seth is after Stewie. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Sorry. I guess I thought Mottram was under 7:30, but I think
his 2 mile is the really impressive one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he definitely should have, but just didn't have the right race.
Didn't work out.
But yeah, huge run for Seth. Super happy to see that.
Was that like 11th?
Yeah, it was 11th. But it's such a stacked field. It's really impressive.
So you walk away with no Diamond League points, and I believe $500 is what they paid it.
Hey,
mate,
trip to China as well.
Yeah, I mean, you walk away 729, obviously. But I'm just trying to point out that there's basically no points and no prize money, and you're running 729 back there. That's insane.
Crazy. It's cool because this was a 3K that really had a good mix of 1500 versus 5K, and they all met, and they were all very, very evenly matched. At the end.
It's a good distance.
Renault Chariot coming second with a big close.
Big T, 727 or 726. Timothy Chariot.
Yeah, Timothy Chariot fourth.
1500 was a fit.
Yeah, so it was an awesome 3K, and I guess, I don't know, is there a 1500 at the next China one, or is it just a 5K? Yeah, I don't think they would put one on. So, but a lot of these guys are obviously going to go now race the 5K. This meet, the Xiaomin one, has been tough in the past, but I don't know if they've ever had a field like this. So who knows how it'll end up playing out. Another really exciting race was the women's 1500, which we knew was going to be really, really exciting. And I mean, it had Jess Hull in it. So obviously she was going after a very, very fast pace, but this was a big shakeup because Halem was sitting on Jess. This one did get spread out really quickly because they were going so quickly initially. And then it ended up that like most of the first pack ended up fading on the last lap. And then the people from the second and even like third packs came through so strong at the end. And a big one was Abby Caldwell, who ended up running 356.12, like 356 so low for a close third place. Absolutely sick race. So,
after 5 Australians and 5 Australians broke 4 minutes. Yeah. Surely that's never happened in a race. That's absurd.
Most certainly not. I mean,
and the first Australian across the line didn't even run the 1500 at Aussie Champs. Did she win the 8?
No, she did do the 1500.
Did she double back?
She won the 8, yeah.
Yeah.
But Yeah, it just shows how deep
it really does.
it is right now. And yeah, it was a very awesome race as well. The other one that I want to highlight just from the stuff that I really enjoyed. Did you guys catch in the men's 800 a couple really cool things? First off, huge shout out to Mark English. I don't want to like make people sound old, but he's on the older side. I think it was his first Diamond League win, running 1:43.
No. It was his first Diamond League win since like 2016 or something.
Man.
Okay, I just made that number up, but it was like he'd won one other Diamond League ever, and it was eons ago. I think I saw that same thing.
So,
how old is he? Or should we just numbers not important?
Why are we age shaming you guys? Come on, we know this is not
I think
right.
we're age like gassing him up for being so good.
As long as we're gassing him up. The bell curve, remember?
The bell curve theory is coming into
undefeated.
Coming to fashion here.
1993.
He's quite grey, which gives me hope because I'm also getting very grey.
You're getting some grey.
All he could be, we'll never know.
Yeah, good point.
No, but so sick. The other thing that was really cool is the pacemaker. Did you guys see this on Instagram?
He wore the metal glasses.
Poland. Yeah, he posted a video on Instagram of his pacing with the metal glasses.
Okay, that's
such a cool vibe.
It was very cool. It makes
you should race in yours.
More impressive. Actually, the ones I have, Morgan is currently.
Hey, bro, you
currently has. So I don't have the quote unquote racing ones, and the other ones Chriso wears when he rides with me. So they need to make them. I reckon with those ones though, that I guess Morgan, you've worn them a bit now. They seem a little bit heavy though.
They are heavy.
So like wearing them for an 800, you might be okay, but like 5K,
yeah, you wouldn't
want to wear them. They might be a bit heavy, but 1500 might be right. Might be cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you're pacing, it's like he had to go run a 51, and I'm sure he can run like a 47 or something at least.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like
it would be cooler being in. I mean, if you're pacing though, then you only get a view of the front.
If you're at the back.
In the race, would be
that would
be very cool.
The coolest moment was like getting out was cool, but then when he pulled off to the side, and then when you just see everyone like come through so quickly, that was definitely like the coolest.
Can we talk about finger guns again?
The Botswanan?
This guy, this who got out-leaned by Mike English. Do you know who that is, Morg?
Yeah, I can't pronounce his name though.
Hangura?
Yeah.
Don't know about it. I actually don't know what his first name is. But do you recognize that guy? Is the guy who got DQ'd indoors
no way.
for
the finger guns.
Pulling the finger guns on Habs?
On Habs.
Right?
Yeah. He actually won convincingly.
That time he won
Habs
and then got DQ'd.
He got DQ'd.
This time, pulled the finger guns again
to come second
in the last couple of meters, and then but pointed them up. You know, he's learned his lesson.
Out of
he
respect.
didn't point it.
He kept the safety on this time,
and then got out-leaned. His record with finger guns is very poor.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he needs to look for a new celebration.
Hey, you know what they say? Third time's a charm.
Good point.
I think Joe mentioned another time.
Oh, so he's done it a lot of times.
He just can't help it. He sees the finish line and the finger guns just come out.
Yeah, not the best luck with that recently. So maybe he will have to find something else.
But huge, Mark English's last 50 meters is crazy.
Yeah, he was so buried. He's buried. Because I saw the headlines that it had been spoiled to me, and then I watched the race, and I was like, how the hell is he about to go win this?
Yeah, he's in the back.
Yeah, but it was awesome to see.
Comes through, man.
Very cool.
Mad credit to him. Very good.
Diamond League has started at a very high level. The first one of the year.
Yeah. I think the amount of good athletes that were out there was pretty crazy. Everyone's just keen and ready to go so early. I mean, I guess it's not really that early anymore, but everyone's just ready to go and set the bar super high. So I think it's just going to keep rolling. I don't think it's slowing down anytime soon. So maybe we'll keep that pace going with the LA Trackfest this weekend, UCLA. So that's where I'm racing. It's a really good meet. It's historically been a really good meet. This year it's at UCLA, which we love the UCLA track. It's very fast and
it is very fast.
It's a good meet. Just getting into like those kind of bigger pro domestic meets here in the US. So there's already been obviously like a ton of good college action, but I think it's time now for the pros to get going. And I'm going to be lined up in the 5K, which it looks like a really good field. I can read out some of the names, but I've said this in my YouTube videos. I don't know if I've said this exactly in the podcast, but my goal is to go and to try to run a PB and break 13. And the way, I mean, I don't really have a choice because to qualify for the Australian Com Games team, the standard is 13:01 and the period ends at the end of May. So this was always going to be the race for me to go and try and do it. Like I didn't really have like another option. And so I was really hoping that it was going to end up being, a really good meet. And luckily for me, it looks like it's shaping up that way. Obviously, we'll see how the conditions and all that end up being. But we've got good pacemaking. They're going for 7:52. At the moment, they say it's Woody Kincaid and Drew Bosley pacing.
Great paces.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, it's a great from the team. There's Dylan Jacobs, who is obviously very fit right now. Bunch of other guys like Drew's going for it, who I think Drew is
in really good shape.
Yeah. Amazing shape.
He's really fit.
Nice big Boulder contingent.
Yeah, bunch of other good guys, but maybe like the biggest one on the start list to me that's like, okay, this guy could really go and make a race happen is Hubton Samuel, which I'm just like, one, I'm like, why are you racing it? Because I think it's in between conference and regionals.
Yeah, that is weird. And he just ran 13:04 at Brian Clay, 13:0 something like that.
Yeah, like
a few weeks ago.
I don't really know like why he's racing exactly, but I see him on the start list and I'm like, I know this guy is so good. I mean, we've said this before on the pod. I think he's been one of the best runners in the world the last few years, even though he hasn't been able to race internationally. Broke 27 last year. He's just been dominating the college scene consistently. And yeah, really strong front runner type guy. That run at Brian Clay where he did run really quick, their first 3K was not anything crazy and he just ran such a fast last 2K. So he's in the race. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason he would be there is to run a PB as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. Like the training and everything is going really well for me. Yeah, I had a nice trip to Madison last week doing like my final big session, and now we're just gearing up to go race another 5K. I mean, third track race of the year for me, and I just hope that I can just keep getting better and better each one. And yeah,
let the good times roll. Let the good times roll, Morgs.
You haven't run a 5K time trial since the last time you were at UCLA, right?
Let me think. Not really. I guess the only other time I did was at the end of that year. I was in the Rome Diamond League, but that
after
race,
the Olympics.
Yeah, that race wasn't good at all. Like I was just cooked and like I got sick going into it. So I guess like yeah,
like, we won't count that one.
Yeah. So
well, good.
Time flies.
Good previous times at UCLA.
Yeah,
it's a good place to do it.
Coffee Club's done well at UCLA, so good vibes going.
It's a nice track, I think. The race should be like my race is at 6:50, so it'd be nice if it was like a touch later. But I think like the main like window, that's like the last event in the main window for the meet, so that's why it's then. Normally, nice. You want it like maybe more 8 p.m. or something, so it's just a little bit cooler. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I've outwardly said like I want to go break 13 out there, but honestly, like that's just I mean, I really like my goals are actually to qualify for the Com Games. But then even like taking another step back, my goal is just to go and try run as good as I can. And I feel like after nationals, I was like, wow, like that was a really good race, like running a good time in a championship race. I feel like, in the right time trial style race, like I should be really fit and ready to go and probably like in some of the best shape of my life. So really like my goal is just to go and like get stuck in and like have a good race and like embrace the a 5K there's a lot of pain and all that. Just embrace it and really just be part of the racing, and just that's what excites me about having such a good field and like lots of good guys that we know and we know that are really good racers, like especially if you just like, it's easy to point at like Dylan and Drew, like those guys are both like really good racers.
Yeah,
that's what they do so well, and they're both in great form, and they showed that recently. I know Drew like wants to go break 13. I think from like where we sit, we know how good he's been, particularly the last 2 years. Like he's got, or even more, like he's got 2 4th places at US championships in the last 2 years, and he doesn't have the same times yet as the other guys, and partly that's because I think he's like allergic to going to Europe and racing and traveling. He likes to stay in the US and do it, and so I know he's just like, yeah, like I gotta go take advantage of this opportunity and try put down a fast time that matches like his level. So yeah, honestly, overall, just excited to go racing. Should be a lot of fun. And yeah, there'll be lots of great events there. So if you're in the area, come out and watch. It'll be streamed on something. I don't know what exactly.
Is it a sound meet?
Yeah.
Does that mean pay-per-view? What does that mean?
I don't know. Do they still do that? I don't know.
Is it Flow Track? Who knows? Mario's also going down there for 1500. Is it just those two on our team?
Yeah, Mario and Dylan.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little boys trip.
Boys trip down.
The freaking boys. Yeah, and then is he in the top 1500? Because that's gonna be really stacked.
He's not, but the Fast 1500 is very legit.
And it's a lot of
bunch of swoosh guys, bunch of 10K guys.
Yeah, so I was gonna say there's really good 1500 guys, and then there's just other like really good like distance runners.
Nico Blanks,
Graham Blanks doing the sneaky 800, 1500 double.
Yeah, that's the most Gibby thing I've heard.
It's so good especially for him. Like
it just makes a lot of sense.
He ran a pretty good like 1500 indoors. Maybe like at like New Balance or somewhere he had to run
5:36 or something
like that. He could definitely run a good 1500. 800, I don't know.
If you can run, yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, if you can run, has he run 12:45 or close to that?
12:47.
Like if you can run that, then I think
46 and 49 maybe.
I think you can at least run like 33 or so. Like honestly,
oh, 100%.
But what can he run in an 800? After that, though,
that's a good question. Because if it's paced well,
will he break 150 after that 1500?
That's over under 150.
I'm sure the 1500 is first, right?
Yeah.
Or I guess it could not be, but I feel like the 1500 is first. Let's say he has 90 minutes, an hour. Does he break 150?
So if he runs a good even race, I reckon he could break it.
So his 1500 is at 6 p.m. and then he's in the third section. The men's 800 is at 7:15 p.m., which is
75 minutes.
It's a good amount. You don't really want like too long.
No.
The third section, are there guys with sub 150 PRs?
Everyone.
Third section is still pretty good.
It's all 146 to 147 guys.
What's Heat 1 and Heat 2? Jesus.
He's got to hang on for the 800.
He's entered at 148.00.
Really? Okay. Is he going to run 148.00 quicker or slower?
I feel like I thought the over-under would be at 150, but maybe that's
I reckon he can break 150.
It.
Depending on how the 15 goes.
I can't decide if that's been rude saying that.
Because if the 15 is like very, very well paced and even, I reckon for Graham that would be very good because like even in the 800, he's just going to be sprinting the whole time.
Yeah, we just never see pure 5K, 10K guys racing the 800.
No.
So it's really hard to...
First, I'm sure the thing he's so strong and he runs so much that he's going to recover so fast.
He's going to handle it. He's going to handle it like pretty surprisingly well. The fun thing for me is I say
he breaks one. I think he runs 148, 149.
I reckon he breaks 150. I want to see him start that race though. I want to see
it's going to be hilarious.
I want to see him start that 800 because he's just going to be like, fuck.
He's going to be out the back.
Out the back immediately.
All right, let's each put in an official time prediction.
I'm gonna put 148 high, 148.9.
I say 149.9.
Fuck, I don't know where to go within that. I think I have to just like split you guys and be like 149.3.
Perfect.
So I've kind of screwed myself. Like if this was price and right, that was I don't know if that was a good move by me, but that's what I'm going for. But the top heat of the men's 800 is absolutely stacked. I'll read through pretty much the whole field. Donovan Brazier, Hobbs Kessler, Jake Whiteman, Festus Legat, Josh Kerr, a good friend, Bryce Hoppel, Isaiah, Abe Alvarado.
Holy moly.
Cheering Crock and Brandon Miller. So it's like crazy stacked.
Didn't Brandon Miller just run China? So he's coming back for LA?
Second or third?
Yeah, he was
143, I think, or 144.00, something like that.
Is there not another 800 in Xiamen?
Maybe there isn't.
Mustn't
be. Maybe not.
Dude, coming back from China and then running that soon after. I mean, I guess
it's only an 800.
Yeah, I guess it's only an 800. Also, I guess enough time to like you'd be fresh by that point.
I don't know, that's tough.
But it'd be interesting to see him come back after that electric performance.
It was the LA meet 2 years ago where Hobbs absolutely popped off in the 800 when he went on the inside.
That's right.
He was in heat 2.
And he did the
section
lean.
2. Right. This was before he was like seen as such an 800 guy. Like such an 815 guy, and he was in heat 2, and then he came in on the inside, and then then he ran 140. Was that the year didn't he run 143
eventually?
Yeah.
So fast.
He's going from just ran a 5K. Now he's going 800.
That's the way to do it.
Jumping around.
I wonder when he's going to open. He probably the next big meet in the US, I think that's happening after this, is the USATF Grand Prix. I think it's called this year, which is mid-June in LA, USC. So a lot of people are doing both these two meets. So yeah, in terms of like US based track meets, like there's actually in these next few weeks, it's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, it is.
So that'd be cool. Maybe
it's always a good place to
maybe one of our very own will be out there. I don't know.
We'll see.
What do you think about that?
Well, we should think about it.
We'll find out.
So
yeah, going LA, gonna have a good time. Hopefully run fast. Cannot wait. So yeah, maybe this will be a recurring segment. I don't know. We're going to call it for now, reacting to influencers until we get cancelled. Our warm-up round is Satisfies, Runnings, The Circle Pit. And I honestly think this is one of those things. I know some of our listeners will maybe be like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? But then a lot of our listeners will be way more like aware of all this stuff than we are. Like we're kind of a bit like, what the fuck are we talking about? But pretty much it was a collaboration between Satisfy and Adidas. They did this event. I guess it was for a release of something. I don't know. The event booked some hardcore punk bands to play an exclusive corporate activation for them. And yeah, like it was at a skate park. The skaters were locked out of the park, and it just pissed off a lot of people online, like lots of memes and stuff about it. And like at the end of the day, a lot of it comes back to, and this has been ongoing. So Satisfy, they're a luxury kind of running brand. Like if you go on their website, they have running shorts that are like $300. You know what I mean? Like crazy stuff. But then their whole imagery is all like punk rockers. And so it's just so ironic because
punk rockers aren't paying $300 for a pair of running shorts.
Yeah. And it's actually just like, it's like these massive like VC, like it's all this money gone into it, and it's all like just an image. And I mean, I guess that's what a lot of marketing is these days.
Bit of misrepresentation, you'd say.
But I mean, there's people that legitimately probably are into the culture and they do like it and have a lot of money. Like it's good for them, but it's just like, they're just essentially using all this stuff that is just not that authentic, I guess, to like lean so heavy into this stuff that is about like rebelling and like, DIY really. Like punk is like DIY, all that stuff. And it's just like their products are actually the absolute like opposite of that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to think about it. I guess it's like,
it's a bit contradictory, but
it'll piss a lot of people off.
Yeah. But I feel like it's probably they're just trying to sell to, they're trying to show that image.
I thought they were American.
I thought they were American as well.
Are they the American one?
I thought they were like LA. I thought they were like LA's Bandit. I can look that up.
Where's Bandit from?
New York.
Side note, New York. And they're with
Bandit
Asics,
is New York Satisfy.
Bandit do a lot of stuff with Asics, I think.
Or maybe I was just thinking Distance. They're kind of the same vibe, I feel like.
They're French.
Yeah, but see, Distance feels authentic.
Just also expensive.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like Paris. It's like luxury. I think they just embrace it. I don't know. Do we have any hot takes on this or not really? We're not buying Satisfy. They sponsor Molly Seidel. They do.
Satisfy?
Mm-hmm.
Are they in the trail world?
They are now. Oh my God, they're Paris, France.
Yeah, I kind of thought they were for some reason.
Well done.
I feel like this is happening a lot with running brands though. Like they'll have this image of being like you said, Morg's DIY accessible and stuff, but they're kind of pretty exclusive and expensive, and they're like, it's kind of a misrepresentation. I don't know, because a lot of people, it's like if I was a young consumer and I'm looking at that and I'm thinking it's cool, and then I look on the website and it's $300. It's like a bit disheartening.
You love that.
Well, no, but like
your favorite, that's literally your favorite thing.
As a young consumer, I have no money. If the Ollie that exists now has money to buy that sort of stuff, even though I wouldn't buy a Satisfied $300 running shorts because I don't need that. But I can understand that people, like you said, that have money and love that culture would want to be into that sort of thing, fashion sort of stuff. But yeah, I feel like if you're an exclusive high-end fashion running brand, then you should be marketing in that way. Because if you're marketing in the other way, then like you said, it pisses people off, right?
Yeah, like there's definitely a place for the high-end stuff. I mean, just look 100%. At our company On. Like that's their Swiss-made luxury. Like that's what they go for, and that's what they do, like with all their activations and their campaigns are all kind of like...
Well, they campaign with Loewe. Like that's a fashion brand that's very high end.
But
they don't lie about it. Whereas I think...
This one just missed because I think...
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for some people, maybe it hit really hard. But for a vocal group on the internet, it missed it.
I was going to say, what was the consensus? Because usually you can tell if you see
that post.
Yeah. If there's a lot of hate, usually it means it's missed the mark a little bit.
But I don't know. We all exist in our little bubbles these days. So I don't know. Maybe it was just hate from our little bubbles, and maybe there's different bubbles where they're just loving it.
The other side note, is the stuff cool? I don't really like look at looked at the Satisfy
there's
stuff.
So many layers to this because there's also been all this drama. I don't know the details on this with like copying like designs. Well, a lot of this stuff is just basic running stuff, so it's not like anything new.
Right.
But do you know, George, about like their Moth Tech stuff? I think someone else got in trouble for copying them, or they copied someone else. Don't know.
I think I've heard mention of it.
They make a big deal out of this thing that just is Moth Tech, but it's just holes in it. So obviously we know other brands that have done that for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, so nothing's really that revolutionary with their stuff.
Because like if your stuff is cool, then people are gonna buy it, you know? Yeah. Even if the marketing is like pissing people off.
Yeah. I think
it's a good thing in general if running gets trendy and premium.
I feel like running has been trendy though. I don't think it's like a new thing.
It's been definitely increasing in trendiness. I mean, I think like when I was back home and I saw so many people were running, I think a lot of those people would be really loving like Satisfying Bandit type stuff. I know Bandit is like so popular in those types of circles. So there's definitely a place for it. And yeah, people keep trying to link like trail running to like skateboarding, you know, from a vibe standpoint, which is really funny. For a lot of different reasons.
Why wouldn't you link trail running with like skiing? Because you're in the mountains.
Well, it's more like they really like to lean into, similar to this, like the rebellious, like out there nature of it. It's a bit of a reach at times.
Yeah, but this is what I'm not understanding about this.
It's just marketing.
The rebelling thing, like you're trying to be a big corporation.
That's where everything falls
apart. That's where people like, you're not a rebelling factor.
When you look at like the money behind it, then everything falls apart. Yeah. That's very true.
That's what I don't understand, I guess. Which is probably why people are annoyed with it. Because it's like, if Nike was like putting this campaign out, I was like, oh, we rebel for the little guy. It's like, you're a multi-trillion-dollar corporation.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Exactly.
And like, I don't think they do that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't look at Nike marketing. I don't know what they do. They did piss off people with that poster. Did you guys see that?
The Boston one?
Yeah, the one where it says walkers tolerated, runners welcome or something like that?
Yeah.
They pissed a lot of people off with that.
But the worst thing that they did is you got to double down.
They took it. The worst thing they did was take it down.
They took it down? I didn't know that.
Because they got so much hate.
I liked it, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, you are at the Boston. I probably, like, it is the Boston Marathon, so it is like a somewhat like.
It's a running event.
Exclusive, I guess. Like, you have to run kind of fast to get in there. And Nike, I don't know, because they've been doing that style of marketing for
ages.
Since 2024 in particular. You can think of like some of their campaigns that they did. It's not my favorite thing.
I think people are a bit soft though if they're complaining about that kind of marketing.
Yeah.
I think Nike have kind of always been the bad guy and they should have just leaned into it.
Which is what they did. They should have just kept it up.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. I think it's bad that like they like
I agree with George as well. I think that they should have just kept it up. Because like the thing is like, if that's the way you're representing your brand, I think people are going to respect you more if you knuckle down and hold on to it rather than just backing out. Because like people complaining about that is kind of ridiculous.
Well, counterpoint, people finishing a marathon that walk at times in it, very respectable.
Yeah,
100%.
But it says walkers tolerated. It doesn't say walkers are not allowed.
Well, it's implied. Like, it's implied that they're not liked. You know what I mean?
I understand that. But I think as Nike is a marketing brand, they've always marketed as saying like elite top.
They haven't always. I think it's more recent. Everything changes all the time.
Yeah, that's true. But I also think like it's not a big deal to take it down.
Yeah, I don't think they should have taken it down.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a big enough deal to take it down. But with the Satisfy campaign, do you think it's going to be like the Arc'teryx situation? Do you guys remember this? They did a commercial and they shot off all this paint in the mountains and they got massive shit for it because it was really bad for the environment. And they did a massive apology. They fired all these people. It's like, it was a whole thing.
Yeah, but that one sounds really.
That one was
really
very
dumb.
bad.
That one sounds really dumb.
It was really stupid,
never gonna go
and they
well.
fired people and they did a massive apology. The Satisfy thing, I haven't seen it, but where do you think this lies? Does it lie with the Nike side of this, where it's like, okay, it's fine, like it's just what it is, or is it like they need to like?
I think they're fine, because I think in a case like this, you'll have your key like fans who liked it, and you can double down with them, and there's people that didn't like it, and those people you can probably just be like, well, they were never going to buy from us anyway, so
right. They lost them in the marketing.
That's not
chain.
who we're trying to appeal to, which is exactly actually the same as the argument you could make for Nike, is like they're trying to appeal to
their customers,
but actually, I guess they're not actually, because like they sell to everyone. But whatever. This is above us. This next one, big news recently. I'll try get all the context out there as quickly as possible. But Sage Canaday versus Canaday-Hanes. Now Sage, he's from this area.
He's a trail guy from.
He's OG on YouTube.
Yeah,
he's been around.
Still does trails though, right?
Yeah.
Still races. Is he from Boulder? Or like Utah? I know.
No, it's Colorado for sure.
It is?
Yeah, I don't know if he's specifically Boulder, but he's definitely around here. I've seen him like running around here previously. So this is the story.
He's in the running world. What do we got?
Canaday-Hanes ran a 2:39.11 marathon in Eugene, winning his age group in what was an official USATF sanctioned race, and he won the Masters Division Championship.
Which Masters?
He's
what
age
plus?
I think he's like 53.
50 plus. It's not like, because isn't they like 35, 40, 45, 50?
I think so. I don't know his exact age.
I saw something and now I've forgotten.
I think
it was either like 45 plus or 50. No, I think it was 50 something.
I think it was 50 plus. I mean, I'm on his thing right now because I'm trying to.
How old is he?
53.
50s. Okay. 239 at 50 plus.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is this okay? And now we're about to find out why.
Elite ultra runner Sage Canaday called out Hanes on Instagram, prompting Hanes to openly admit to using BPC 157, which is a banned peptide for injury recovery, alongside past use of testosterone replacement therapy, TRT, which is also banned. And
the crazy part wasn't it just in the Instagram comments? Didn't Sage Canaday just literally ask him, would you pass a WADA drug test? And he was like, I don't know, probably not. I take this, this, and this.
So he quote from Canaday-Hanes, I have no idea if I could pass a drug test. I don't have any clue what they even test for. I'm a bow hunter. I run to get in shape for that. You're the elite runner. It's your job to know the rules. If they test for testosterone, mine's 500. That's all I know. That's kind of a crazy thing to say, because like your testosterone like changes by like numbers of like 100. Like
it's not the same
but,
all the time.
I've taken supplements for years, sometimes to put on muscle, but that was years ago. Blah blah blah. And now just for health, like stem cell BPC 157. Canaday argued that rules must apply to everyone in a regulated race to keep the sport clean. Hanes countered that as an older, non-professional amateur just trying to stay healthy, strict anti-doping frameworks shouldn't apply to him. The feud escalated to the point where Hanes on his podcast. So he's a big figure. He's a very big
1.8 million.
I didn't know that.
1.8 million on Instagram.
No, he's a big
I thought he was just a normal dude.
No, he's big.
Massive.
He's a big deal.
Okay.
He launched a highly personal attack against Canaday, mocking his lifestyle and bringing up past medical issues.
Whoa.
I'm an old man. If this shit might work and save me from surgery, I'm going to try it. Why wouldn't I? I don't have USA on my jersey. He called Canaday a liberal, vegan, whatever, and brought up
oh my God, Jesus.
Some stuff related to his health, some COVID vaccine skepticism type stuff. Canaday moved the issue past social media by filing an official report with USADA, which could potentially impact Hanes' future eligibility to compete in major sanctioned marathons. So what are our initial takes on that? It's
so he's taking peptides. Wasn't that the main thing?
Yeah, and in the past he's done testosterone replacement therapy.
Like in the past decades or like...
Yeah, I don't know.
So what he ran, did he run for a record?
He won his age division in a USATF sanctioned meet.
In a USATF sanctioned meet. So he won his age category in a USATF sanctioned meet.
Which probably
it's not like worth any money or anything,
have
right?
money or
No,
anything, but maybe it still matters. I mean, there's
still,
people that...
I feel like that still qualifies as like you cannot be taking drugs.
Yeah, 100%.
In a race, right?
Yeah.
You definitely shouldn't be entering a a USATF race.
If he's running like a fun run, or if he's just running like for the shit, like some random, that's fine. Because he said he's a bow hunter, he's keeping in shape. He then escalated onto his podcast and saying all that shit about.
That's kind of fucked up.
He sounds like an asshole.
Yeah, just not the best look. I mean, obviously there's two sides to every story.
I'm sure there is, but like, why not be the bigger person? Just be like, yeah, I've taken this. I'm not a professional athlete. The way his first comment sounded like it was a very reasonable response. But if he was in a sanctioned race, you can't be fucking taking drugs.
100%.
So, that's
I think are peptides good for your health? I honestly don't know what peptides are.
So this is such a, like, it's stuff that I've been seeing on the internet, and I have no understanding of how it works at all. So I don't know. I'm not like, I'm going to say like, dude, like if you're working, let's say like with a doctor and you're taking this stuff for like real health reasons, it's like, 100%. Like take care of your health, avoid surgery, like do what you got to do. But it's like, then why would you like go compete in like a USATF sanctioned where like people are trying to like, people are trying to do their best. They're trying to compete for a podium or a win in their division, and they're not taking drugs to do that because that's obviously agreed upon. I think whenever you're competing in a race like that you're going to follow these simple set of rules.
Because you're cheating.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if he went into the race with like that in mind, like he was like, I'm gonna try win the Masters division, or is just like, I just want to do the Eugene marathon.
Is he just from Eugene? He's just running his local marathon?
Or
is he like going out of his way to like travel to this race to try and win the Masters division?
This is where we need more information on that.
Not that like necessarily it only changes the mindset, not necessarily you still shouldn't be entered in a sanctioned race. Well, but it sounds like he literally didn't know that was illegal.
He just didn't care.
But then afterwards, he made it clear that he didn't care.
Yeah.
But at the start, it's like, well, he literally didn't know.
Yeah, because it's like we're all gonna like promote like, if you gotta do stuff for your health, do it. But then also like it's cool to be like running races and doing marathons and stuff. But once you're competing with other people who are trying to compete clean, which is almost everybody, then you have to follow those rules.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
So
I feel like he could have just like accepted that and just like apologized.
But he can't obviously because he's gone off and carried on like a insecure person, which is funny considering that his probably whole brand is manly man, not insecure. But if you're attacking someone about their own lifestyle, it's like, why?
Yeah, I don't like.
I get Sage on the pod to really.
We need someone on the pod to explain like what it is that he's taking, because I've just seen like peptides.
What does it say? I can look it up.
Iowa State guy was taking supposedly.
I thought he was taking like EPO and stuff.
Oh, so I have no clue.
I don't know. I don't pay full attention. It's so funny because I know like everyone in our Discord will like know all this stuff, and they'll be like, "These freaking idiots don't know nothing about this at all." But I mean. And the thing is, like, the funny thing is for Canaday-Hanes is he is like an influencer or whatever you want to call it. So
for running or for life.
For a lifestyle. Yeah. But think about how profitable it is for him to be able to say in this day and age with how popular running is, especially like among his age group, I just won the USATF Masters division at the Eugene Marathon. Like, I feel like that actually is like definitely something that is pretty valuable to go and say.
If he's selling products or something, for sure.
Definitely is he selling his own supplements and stuff like that?
I don't know what he's selling. Definitely selling something.
I feel like this is what like, a lot of these influencers do is they'll say like, oh yeah, I've done this, and this, and I've done this, but my supplement did that, buy my supplement.
Yeah, but they're not like fully transparent with everything. No,
which is, they're just like, just trust me, wink, wink.
Yeah. Do we think that Sage is a snitch or a hero in this scenario? It's kind of ballsy to stand up to someone with such a big platform and especially like.
I mean, I respect him.
Good on him.
Standing up to him because obviously he's retaliated and his platform is like, well, all his followers who, what's this guy's name again? Cameron?
Canaday-Hanes, yeah.
Canaday-Hanes. He sounds like a rugby league player.
He does.
Canaday-Hanes obviously has all these followers who are going to be like attacking Sage, I imagine, after him standing up when they don't fully understand what Sage is, saying or standing up for. So I respect him for doing that because he probably knows the implications of it. Hopefully it doesn't go any further than what you've just mentioned. Hopefully it's just like banter. Yeah. I mean, what the Cam guy has a podcast, right? Yeah. You should invite Sage on, and then they should just fucking talk it out.
Yeah, I feel like it's a classic. Like we exist in this world, and so we abide by a set of rules that are like pretty much sacred to us and like really significant. And then Cam is just like coming from the outside and being like, why you guys care about all this stuff? Like,
why
it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And we're like, actually, like, it is a big deal. And like, there's reasons why it's a big deal.
But he won't listen or understand it. He'll just pop in and pop out.
We're speaking of the enhanced games is happening.
Yeah, I was going to say Cam should go on the enhanced games.
Put him in the enhanced games.
He sounds like he'd really fit in well with that crowd.
For sure, yeah.
He'd thrive.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What do you think,
that I
George?
want to give that much.
I do keep seeing things about the enhanced games.
Well, it's like happening on Monday, I think.
Oh, it's on Monday.
I was like, man, this must be coming out because I keep seeing shit about it.
Put a lot of money into it.
Wow.
I think it's gonna flop so hard. I hope it does at least.
I do hope it flops.
I just can't imagine like
I've seen no marketing for it.
Really?
Like on general, like I've seen like athletes post about it.
I feel like the 100 is just gonna be like such a letdown.
Yeah,
surely. Like, isn't Fred Curley doing it?
That's what I'm saying. I've seen Fred Curley post about it.
But is he enhanced or not enhanced?
He's saying that he's just doing it and he's not enhanced. That's what he's saying. I think he's saying that he's clean.
Interesting.
But saying something and then being something are two completely different things.
Especially when you're currently serving a ban.
For whereabouts failures, yes.
So
that probably means he's still getting tested by the AAU.
You would be. You're right.
Assuming he was trying to come back.
Assuming, yes.
Yeah. Damn. So sad to see.
So random.
It is random. I mean, what a world we live in.
Yeah. He's had like Loki such a good career as well. If you just like look back through like actually what he's achieved on the track. So it's just like kind of sad to see it like
unfold like this.
Go down this path.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah. Well. So yeah, let us know in the comments.
Are we going to get attacked by
they're all going to be on our side.
Canaday-Hanes?
No, I think our bubble is definitely pro Sage. We'll see if this podcast.
But if it's if there's a clip here that supersedes it and he comes and attacks us, do we just get Gus to
sort him out?
No,
then we get invited on his podcast.
Oh yeah, true. How do you think we'd handle that?
Well,
yeah, that'd be fun. We'd go bow hunting with him.
Yeah, really get in touch.
It's a different world to what we live in. But yeah, honestly, that's all we really have to talk about today.
Well, wasn't there a third? Right after going to Wisconsin, how did the Wisconsin crew do it? Big Tens.
Big Tens. Yeah, Big Tens. Yeah, it was okay. Not amazing. It was hard, you know. Like the game is changing so much, and it's really hard for schools to keep up when there's like the Big Ten now. Oregon is just gonna fucking dominate because they have. Like Nike's just being like, all right, we'll give you guys whatever money you guys need.
You have the best stadium.
Win all the time.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it. This is why college sports is getting sadder and sadder because it just comes down to NIL money. Because, like, think about it. Like, we live in a world where, you know, Oregon just bought the world record holder in the discus throw. Just like went there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have like the best US and the guy in the decathlon. They have all these different amazing distance runners that are coming in, and
you just get paid to be on the team there.
I think if you're good enough, like if you're going to score and stuff, I think it's a lot of people that are already developed. Like there's no room really for development anymore because they're just going to pay people that can already go and compete. And then, I mean, you throw Simeon on top of that, and he's just doing absolutely crazy things right now.
There's one thing they don't have.
What's that?
A running-based podcast show. They don't have that. So
not yet. Jerry's going to start his own podcast.
But, what's it called? No comment?
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like literally like they're the what's the name of the bad guys in Star Wars?
The Empire?
Yeah, it's like literally the Empire.
So you're saying Jerry is Palpatine or is Phil Knight Palpatine? And then Jerry's Darth Vader?
Definitely Phil Knight.
Phil Knight kind of looks like Palpatine.
And then Jerry's Darth Vader. So he was once good, Anakin Skywalker, when he was with Wisconsin. This is true. This is to the dark side. True. Now he's Voldemort. So,
oh my God.
Now he's Darth Vader. So I'm getting my franchises confused. So what does that make? Like who's the Rebel Alliance?
Everybody else.
Everybody else,
obviously.
Yeah. But who's going to be Luke Skywalker?
what's a non-power 4 school called? Mid-majors.
The mid-majors.
The mid-majors are the Rebel Alliance.
Is
NAU,
Luke Skywalker,
basically.
and I hate to say this because Simeon looks like Luke Skywalker, but he can't be Luke Skywalker because he's with Oregon. Does that make Marco Langen Luke Skywalker? Because if he beats Simeon, that means that the Alliance wins.
Yes, actually.
And they blow up the Death Star. Eugene.
That like is easy to get behind because they definitely do things like the right way. You know what I mean?
So Marco Langen's Luke Skywalker, and he's going to go blow up the Death Star, aka Eugene, Oregon, and beat Simeon at the 1500 meter at the NCAA champs.
No, dude, he said
is that the 5K?
He said, "Quote: It'd be pretty fucking dumb if I went and did the 1500." That's what he said on quote.
That's a real quote.
Is he more of a 5K guy? I'm like because he obviously ran really good in the 15. So.
Oh, he's really good at the 15, but he's a 5K guy.
No, so we won't see him unless Simeon's. No, they're not going to race each other. Sadly,
is Simeon just doing the 15 then?
I don't know,
probably.
But
that BYU kid is really good.
Yeah,
that BYU kid.
He's kind of good.
He's really good. There's so many people that are really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, actually, Wisconsin did have 3 guys score in the 5K, which I did my workout with.
Didn't we get third?
They had
third.
They had Morgan Fitness.
Yeah.
From that week.
So that made me happy. But it's just a different time, and it was definitely a bit of a down year for the team as a whole. You just got to go all in and you just got to spend a lot of money.
Maybe Colin can be Luke Skywalker then.
Colin could be Luke Skywalker. I like that idea, George. So Morgan, being the coach for Wisconsin next year, what's the plan to build up against Oregon?
So we're going to use the podcast as a funnel to get money.
We're going to be the NIL funding.
We're NIL funding Wisconsin.
The whole purpose of the podcast is going to be to raise money for the Wisconsin team so that we can buy jet fighter planes.
Right.
What are they called? X-Wings.
X-Wings.
We're funding the Rebel Alliance.
Exactly.
So we're pretty much in Andor. We're Lutheran.
Yes. What's the planet that the main lady is from?
Leia?
No. Sorry, like in Andor, the one, the senator. Don't worry, this is getting too deep.
I think she was from Coruscant. She's not from Coruscant. No, she's from.
She has her other planet.
I don't know, but she has those like crazy parties and they all, she tries to get funding and stuff.
She's like funding it all.
Yeah.
Like that's like what.
Well, Lutherans also like funding it with all his shit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to be that for Wisconsin.
And
you're going to coach them.
That's how we're going to compete. I mean, they'll probably be like when the Empire took over, how long did they reign for? Probably like quite a while before the Resistance was able to. I guess it was only like
14 years.
One generation. Yeah.
14 years.
It was just when Luke and Leia grew up.
Yeah. Well, then that kind of means that
suffering right
that means that Mick Byrne is Yoda, and you're like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then you're going to be looking to train Luke Skywalker and Leia.
Yes.
Yeah, fundamentally. So, and then we're just like, we're killed off Jedi that follow him around.
One of you guys is Mace Windu.
I'll be Qui-Gon.
Wait, is that...
Actually, no, you be Qui-Gon because you got the long hair. I'll be Mace Windu.
Is that Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
All right, sick.
You actually fit Qui-Gon quite well. Mace Windu, I could see myself as Mace Windu.
Who's Maul in this? Who's Darth Maul in this scenario?
Darth Maul?
Yeah. That's a good bad guy. We got to choose a good one. And
Colin Solomon. I don't know.
No, he has to be from.
Has to be from Oregon.
Overly funded.
Yeah. What's another overly funded program? That's
USC.
Not Oregon? I don't know. I think it's SEC. Maybe.
Stanford?
It's got to be.
I think we got to go to
Texas
SEC,
or somewhere.
Texas,
Georgia.
I don't know any runners from Texas or Georgia.
We got to do our homework on this.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm losing track now of our analogy, but it was fun while it lasted.
It's really good.
I hope everyone in the comments enjoyed that. I hope we got a lot of Star Wars fans out there that were just salivating at our
2 weeks in a row.
Really frustrated about us getting shit wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think we did a good job. Who's Harry Potter in this scenario?
Harry Potter?
Stop.
No. Who's Captain Jack Sparrow? Who's Captain Jack Sparrow?
Dude.
And who's Will Turner? Or Captain Barbossa?
Dude, I'm not the biggest fan of Will Turner, you know?
I didn't like him. My favorite characters are Jack Sparrow and Barbossa. I think Barbossa's really good.
Dude, everyone's paused Everyone stop listening by now. It doesn't even matter. Everyone is paused.
No,
and
people speed up.
Skip to the next podcast.
People speed up.
But thank you to everyone for such good interaction in the comments.
Yeah, that was really enjoyable.
Did they actually do? I didn't even check the comments.
I knew things were peak. We're approaching peak when on the reel or the post about the treadmill, someone commented, "Goblet of Fire" was their favorite Harry Potter movie. Just, that was amazing. So it was good.
We appreciate you guys.
The treadmill incline got people riled up, and I loved it.
We have to really, I think we have to give a lot of credit to Seth. His hook at the start of that reel was
just incredible.
And also his clarification in the comments was actually very useful and informative.
It brought people in.
Yeah.
So I think you converted definitely some more people to the 0% gang.
100%. Well done, George.
Yeah. Well done, Seth.
Well done, Seth.
Now we need to bring David Roach on here and have a counter podcast where we talk about why you should do your threshold
at max at
5%. Yeah.
Or just as high as it goes.
Or max.
So what would you be running? Like 440s?
Yeah, probably.
Jordy will be running 440s. I'll be running 730s.
Yeah. So look forward to that next time.
Although I've gotten better at the treadmill, Morgan. I think
we talked about that last week on the podcast.
I've been getting better.
Yep. But I think that's it for us, everyone. Let's squeak out another 5-10 minutes there at the end.
We did. It's Boulder week. Good luck to everyone.
Yeah.
Local. Best day of the year in Boulder.
Run in and enjoy the embrace of everybody in the stadium. It's a great experience.
It's also, is that this weekend? My mom is racing the Cape Town Marathon. Shout out to my mom.
Shout out.
She's clean, right?
Yeah.
She's not taking any peptides?
So I don't think she's on the peptides. I think she's doing it all natural.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Do you think this is what I was thinking about, Morgs, with your mum. She's run how many marathons in her career?
Probably like 30.
Do you reckon you'll ever reach that as a professional athlete? Do you reckon you ever run 30
marathons?
Yeah.
Probably not. Unless shoe technology continues to advance and it's like becomes like a weekly thing.
It gets to get easier.
Yeah.
And that's when infinite threshold fully kicks in.
Exactly.
And then we can just do 30 marathons.
Once it becomes the equivalent of like running a 5K, it's like just a casual weekend thing that you go do with your friends.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, that's it for us. Episode 230 of the Coffee Cup Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening, hanging out with us, and we look forward to doing it all again next week. See you guys. That was a quick hour. Maybe not for Chris.
Longest hour of Chris's life.
How many was that? The 230th episode you said?
Yeah.
Dude,
numbers.
I was looking at that guy.